No, we didn't lose the account, so if you feel like this was like clickbait in some sort, feel free to move on to other videos. Okay, for those of you who stuck around, let's move on and talk about some good old-fashioned trading psychology. Okay, let's cover how the account has been going so far. So the start was awesome. We got up to 3% in profit and things were looking solid. We then decided to reduce the risk to only 0.5% per trade and even established a fixed sum at which we will stop trading and just sit and wait for the profit split. A day later we had a serious talk, mostly regarding my limiting beliefs and the fact that changing something that worked perfectly fine during the challenge and verification would be outright foolish. The conclusion was clear: to stick to the plan no matter what. We resumed trading as we did during the verification and the challenge, and the volume was back to normal. Then this happened. An almost minus 5% day, and suddenly all the fears and limiting beliefs were fueled to the max. Looking for a quick fix, I opened a trade on gold specifically designed to get us back into the green, but no. Chris was absolutely ecstatic. Friday was a break-even day with a winning streak during the Europe session on US dollar Canadian dollar, followed by a US session losing streak. For some reason, US dollar Japanese yen doesn't seem to be performing as well as it did in the backtesting, but we decided to give it some time to redeem itself. Now back to some old-fashioned trading psychology related to the transition from a trial, challenge plus verification, to a live account. The first and the most obvious factor to discuss here is how much of a change can this prospect, notice I said prospect and not fact, can bring into your life. If you're like Chris and myself, the change is huge, both mental and money-wise. I despise my current job. Well, actually despise is a tough word. Let's just say that I hate it from the bottom of my heart. And I am looking forward to making a shift in my life and go on trading as a full-time job. Regarding the money aspect, well, if you have an average Eastern European income, you basically know what I'm talking about here. Now, and I mean right now, you out there who is getting ready for a challenge and a funded account, imagine you getting there and feel those feelings of bliss and accomplishment. It's awesome, isn't it? Now, imagine the gap between your past life and the one that will follow. The bigger the gap, the harder it will be for you. I'm saying that it takes a lot of time to get used to such radical change in your life, and the power of habit will team up with your limiting beliefs and will try to get you basically back to your initial state. Off topic, check out Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. In this book, the author calls this the law of hypnotic rhythm, and the most accurate way to describe it is if you were to imagine a whirlpool and a rubber duck. You are the rubber duck and the whirlpool is everything that's going on in your life right now, both good and bad. So your income, your habits, your upbringing, your limiting beliefs team up and form a pull similar to gravity that keeps the rubber duck, which is yourself, within the whirlpool. Getting out is both challenging and uncomfortable, to say the least, but it can be done. This is my main priority right now, and some starting points for you guys would be to have a clear assessment of your current life, know the factors that keep you spinning, and then tackle them one by one. Unfortunately, you have to figure this out by yourself. The second thing is abandoning the hit and run mentality. If you don't have it yet, be certain that it will show up. Trading is a marathon and not a sprint. So you remember me saying earlier that at one point we figured out and agreed on a specific sum to take away and stop trading altogether until the profit split? Well, as sound and safe that may seem, it's not healthy at all. First, it hinders your growth significantly, and secondly, and most importantly, it takes all the fun out of it. So if you start the month with a losing streak, things get even worse because now you will do whatever it takes to get to your fixed goal. Maybe abandon your initial plan, overtrade, or even risk more, and other awesome decisions like that. One thing that I love about trading is that every day is different and you experience a wide palette of feelings. Why ruin that just for a fixed sum? Here's a motivational depiction of what I'm saying. Nice. The third and final thing that I would like to cover is the change that occurs in your mindset after you come to realize that the wins from your trades suddenly mean money and not some benchmark percentages that you are supposed to achieve. This is the main reason why, for a limited time, we decided to halve the risk and then trade in a more safe way. My quick maths became way sharper because after each trade, winning or losing, I had to figure out what 80% of that sum means in dollars and then in our local currency. It was like putting a shot glass outside during the monsoon. Too much to handle. The only advice I have regarding this is to make sure you stick to your initial plan that got you through the challenge and verification, no matter the outcome, and just like living, get accustomed to the idea that you will not walk out of it alive. All things must come to an end at some point, so enjoy the rush, embrace both the bliss and the urge to go on top of a hill and scream your lungs out. Make the most of it and start every day as if it were your first day of trading and there will be no tomorrow. Keep that margin safe, and may your stop losses be as far from the price action as possible. See you in our live sessions and in our next videos. Bye bye.